The inspiring story of Charlie Chaplin, a life of laughter and perseverance. Once upon a time, there was a man named Charlie Chaplin. He was born many years ago and became one of the most famous people in the world. Charlie was an actor, writer, director, and composer. But most importantly, he made people laugh. Charlie grew up in a very poor family. Life was not easy for him as a child, but he had a special gift: he could make others smile. Even when times were hard, Charlie would use his imagination to turn sadness into joy. He knew how to make people laugh without saying a single word. When Charlie grew older, he started performing on stage. His talent was so unique that it didn't take long for people to notice him. Soon, he began acting in short films. These films were silent, which means there were no voices or sounds, only music. Charlie created a character called the Tramp. The Tramp was a funny, kind, and clumsy man who wore a small hat, carried a cane, and had a big mustache. The Tramp became a symbol of hope and happiness for people all over the world. Charlie's movies were filled with humor, but they also had a message. They showed how important it is to stay kind, brave, and hopeful, even during difficult times. Charlie didn't just act in his movies, he also directed and wrote them. He was a perfectionist, which means he worked very hard to make every detail perfect. He even wrote music for his films. One of his most famous songs, "Smile," encourages people to stay positive no matter what happens. Charlie Chaplin's career lasted for decades, and he made many unforgettable films. His work is still loved today, and his films continue to inspire new generations. He taught the world that laughter is a powerful tool that can bring people together and make life a little brighter. Charlie Chaplin's story reminds us that even if life starts with struggles, we can use our talents and hard work to achieve greatness. Most importantly, we can share joy with others and leave a legacy that lasts forever. Charlie Chaplin is one of the most famous names in the history of entertainment. He was an actor, filmmaker, and musician who became a global icon. His journey from a difficult childhood to worldwide fame is truly inspiring and full of valuable lessons. A humble beginning. Charlie was born into a very poor family. Life was hard for him as a child. His parents were performers, but they struggled to provide for their family. Sadly, Charlie faced many challenges at a young age, including hunger and loneliness. Yet, despite these difficulties, Charlie found joy in making others laugh. Even as a little boy, Charlie loved to act and entertain people. He would watch performers carefully and mimic their movements, gestures, and expressions. He discovered that he had a natural talent for comedy. He could make people laugh with the simplest actions. A rising star in silent films. As Charlie grew older, he decided to pursue acting. He started performing on stage in small theaters, and soon, his talent caught the attention of filmmakers. At that time, movies were silent, meaning there was no dialogue, only music to accompany the scenes. Charlie's ability to tell a story without speaking made him perfect for silent films. Charlie created a character that became world famous, the Tramp. The tramp was a small man with a funny walk, a tiny mustache, a bowler hat, and a cane. This character was kind-hearted but clumsy, often finding himself in humorous or difficult situations. The tramp symbolized hope, resilience, and the ability to overcome hardships with a smile. The magic of his films. Charlie's films were more than just funny, they carried important messages. He used comedy to talk about real-life struggles, such as poverty, kindness, and the human spirit. For example, in one of his most famous movies, he shows how even the poorest people can have dignity and find happiness in small things. Another famous film portrays a factory worker overwhelmed by the fast pace of industrial life. Through humor, Charlie highlighted the challenges faced by ordinary people during that time. His work was relatable to audiences around the world because he showed universal emotions, laughter, sadness, and hope. A true artist. Charlie wasn't just an actor, he was also a writer, director, and composer. He worked tirelessly on every aspect of his movies to make them perfect. He even wrote the music for many of his films, including the famous song, Smile. This song encourages people to stay positive, even when life is hard, with its timeless message, smile, though your heart is aching, smile, even though it's breaking. Challenges in fame. Despite his success, Charlie faced difficulties throughout his career. He was a perfectionist, meaning he worked very hard to achieve his vision, which sometimes made his work more challenging. However, he never gave up and continued creating films that entertained and inspired millions. Charlie's life also had moments of controversy and struggle, but he never let these challenges stop him from pursuing his passion. He believed in his art and its ability to make a difference in the world. A legacy of laughter. Charlie Chaplin's influence on the world of entertainment is immeasurable. His films continue to be watched and loved by people of all ages. Even though his movies were silent, they spoke loudly to audiences about the importance of kindness, perseverance, and the power of laughter. His story teaches us many life lessons, turn challenges into strengths. Even though Charlie grew up in poverty, he used his hardships as inspiration for his work. Work hard. Charlie's dedication to his craft made him one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Bring joy to others. Charlie believed in the power of laughter to connect people and heal their hearts. An eternal icon. Today, Charlie Chaplin is remembered as a genius of the silent film era and a pioneer in the art of comedy. His character, the Tramp, remains a symbol of hope and resilience. His films, such as the one about the factory worker or the poor man searching for happiness, are timeless classics that continue to inspire audiences. Through his life and work, Charlie proved that you don't need words to tell a story or touch someone's heart. His story is a reminder that no matter where we come from, with talent, determination, and kindness, we can achieve great things. So, the next time you watch one of his movies, remember that behind the laughter is a story of courage, creativity, and the belief that even in the darkest times, a smile can light the way.